long. Okay, so these are the few questions for you to try. Okay, you should be able to do A, B, C, and E. I will tell you. Okay, part D is something that I haven't taught you yet. Okay, I will teach you today. Yep. So if you know the rules, if you learn in high school already, you should be able to do part D as well. Okay, try your best based on yesterday examples given to you. You should be able to do question A and F. Maybe B and C, you've forgotten how to simplify it. Yeah. But you also can use the exponential law to do part C. Correct? You should be able to. It's just that you take more trouble if you didn't simplify it. Yeah. Part B, you should know how to simplify also. Yep. So I give you 5 minutes to settle the whole thing. Then I will discuss through every part before I go to the next part. Huh? Okay. Aha, I forgot to record. Okay, never mind. I record now. Understand the first one? Got it? So you have to bear in mind. Okay, B. Maybe you have forgotten. Okay. Things. So, but yesterday I teach you how to simplify ln, correct? You are supposed to use this formula, am I right? If I have ln A to the power n, I can bring the power of A to the front and I write ln A, am I right? And we also know that true facts, when I teach you exponential and ln, do you remember? Ln E is equal to 1. So you have to keep looking at all this formula every day. So now my fx, I will write it as x squared times ln E. Am I right? So x squared times 1, so it's x squared. So my f prime x will be equal to, I apply this formula again. Bring time by the power take away 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. When I write x, means x power 1. That is understood. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Move on to part C. I also reminded you, if I see E to the power of ln anything, and make sure the coefficient here is 1, the answer is A. So if I have E to the power of 2 ln A, so this will be E to the power of ln A squared. So the answer is A squared. Are you clear? Can you see? Okay. Okay or not? Can't see. Let's see here. Say that. No, the girls. Really, if you cannot see, is it okay? If you cannot see, then sit over there. Yeah, it will be more comfortable to you. Okay, so this one will be fx equal to, straight away I can write x. You see or not? So you don't have to go through all these steps. You know the formula is straight away. So f prime x will be equal to 1. Fx equal to x, that is y equal to x. It's a straight line. The gradient is 1. That is how you think. So you won't make mistake at all. Okay, so for part D. Okay, part D, I purposely write it here. So for part D, when you bring up, you bracket this whole thing at the bottom. So when you bring up like that, it will be ln x to the power of -1. Can I use any of the formula there? So far, our formula, no such thing, correct? Am I right? So cannot work. Simple rule cannot work. So we need another rule. So I'm going to tell you the rule today. Okay, good. So let's go to part E. Okay, someone commented my E look like F. So now I write properly. Will that be fine? Okay. Okay, for part E, we need to try not to use the sense of bring up the bottom. Because if you want to bring up the bottom, your habit is very important. Whenever the numerator or the denominator have more than one term, we should bracket it. Are you clear? So if you don't want to use that method, you use the method that I taught you yesterday. That is split it. Right? Hello? Split. Then after that, you have to use your indices formula to simplify it. Which are the one? If I have 1 over a to the power n, I will write as a to the power -n. Am I right? If I have a to the power n divided by a to the power m, I will do it as a to the power n minus m. So these two formula. So you see how versatile must you with the formula. So fx is equal to phi e times x to the power of -12. Always remember, square root is power half. So bring up power -12 plus 1 minus half is what? Half. Am I right? So x to the power of half. The 1 minus half is working inside here. You don't have to show to the examiner. If in your own notes, you may want to write down like that, how you get this. 1 minus half. You get me? That is your own notes. During exam, you don't have to write that for me to see. Okay, so then now I can start to differentiate using this formula also. So you see all these questions, I only test you on one formula. Yeah, one simple rule. I haven't tested you on another simple rule yet. Yep. Okay, so it will be equal to f prime x. Okay, multiply by the power. So I can just straight away write like that. You see or not? If you are able to. Negative phi e times -12. So it's -phi e over 2. Okay. Then power take away 1. -3 over 2. Yeah. Plus. Bring down the power. Power take away 1. You can just leave your answer like that. Clear? So always bear in mind, things that are simple rule, correct, so-called. Is it simple? No. Before you can apply simple rule, you must know how to simplify the thing. So there's all the skill of how to simplify the things. Where do you learn it? Where have you learned it? During your high school. Correct? So do you know how important your high school is? How many of you sold your high school books already? You don't treasure the book. You only think of I finished the course, I sell the book. My university max book still with me. Recently, only when I do my spring cleaning of my house, chain rule. Chain rule, You don't have to remember the name of the rule, but you must know this rule is for what form of expression. So if I have an expression which is like that, okay, I don't want to use, okay, never mind, no problem. Fx equal to a number. This is a number, a constant. It must be a constant, time by another function to the power of n. So it's this form. Fx, so this is called composite function. This is called composite function. Are you clear? Power n. So it's like just now we have, correct, our fx is equal to, let's go back to that. Our fx is equal to 3 times ln x to the power of -1. So this is your a. If I compare, this will be your a. This will be your gx. And this will be your n. Now, clear? That is how I recognize. Okay. So how to get the derivative for this, or the slope function for this, or the rate of change function for this function? So f prime x equal to, same thing, bring down time by the power, copy down the whole thing, power, take away 1. Chain, correct? That means there is another step to do. Multiply by, differentiate this. Are you clear? So this is called chain rule. Yeah. Okay. So now everyone try to do this by yourself. Try to do this question by yourself. Follow the rule and try to apply it. Hurry up. I give you time to do. Those who are fast, you have to be very patient with me. You want very difficult one, I also can give you, okay? It's just that I cannot give too difficult. Okay? Can you? I think I'll give you enough time to apply. Okay, some still writing. If you are done, you may look up. Those online, you don't have to look up, you check by yourself. Okay, by the way, those online, be very careful. When I open the attendance, correct, it's only 10 minutes. So if you can't mark, means you are late for class. So I have the right to mark the attendance as late. You get me? So try to be on time. That's why I don't want to mark the attendance at the end of the class. If I mark the attendance at the end of the class, I'm encouraging you to be late. Okay, so everyone finished? Okay, let's follow the rule. F prime x multiplied by the power. Okay, I will mark your attendance for this time. So next time, try to be early, okay? Copy down the whole thing. Power, take away 1. Okay, when we differentiate ln, still remember? we have to put bracket. Yeah, we have to put fraction. Am I right? What you put down there? What you put up there? 1. Still remember the ln, simple rule for ln? So now we end up with -3 divided by x times ln x. That is your final answer. Oh, sorry. Thank you. It's a square. Okay? Chain rule. Okay, anyone, you have tried the question in your textbook? Exercise 2B. So how many questions you want to do? I leave it to you. You are matured enough to know how many questions you need to do. Yeah, you look at exercise 2B. Is it 2B? Yeah, 2B. So these are all the exercise for you to try. Wait, not 2B. Oh, no. Okay. So 2C.1, you want to do, you do. You don't want to do, is fine. Okay, listen here. If you look at example 7, everyone look at example 7, please. Okay, you don't have to use that method by substitution method. No need. You can straight away apply this rule. The more you write, the more complicated it becomes, and you really waste your time. So you don't follow the textbook by substitution method. Are you clear? Straight away apply what I say. So that you can work fast. Are you clear? So you don't have to write u, then put back x again. It's a lot of time is wasted. Hello? Do you get me? Okay, so that is what I want to let you know. So you have exercise 2C.2 to try. So every time when we do differentiation, first thing, what should we do? We should ask ourselves, can it be simplified? Second question you should ask, can I apply simple rule? If simple rule cannot work, then only I go to chain rule. Are you clear? If simple rule doesn't work, then only I go to chain rule. So now I'm going to give you some example here. You tell me, okay, for example, this one. Find dy dx for y equal to 3 over e to the power of x. Should I use chain rule? No. Why? Because this one can be written as, correct? Then I can use this formula. Still remember this formula? Copy down the whole thing. Then time by the derivative of the power. Am I right? So follow that and try to get the dy dx of this. Done? So is copy down the whole thing. Time by the derivative of negative x is -1. Am I right? So this will be -3 over e to the power x. Done. Okay. Can I? Shall we go to another example? So my example is very, if you go to the other class, you have a look, it may be different. It's whatever come to my mind. But it's structured, okay? Find the gradient for y equal to 1 over x squared minus 4x plus 4 at x equal to 3. Okay, do. Oh, forgot to record again. You all remind me. Okay, so first thing, take note of this one and take notes of this. Okay, 2 things. Okay, then now I have 2 ways of doing this. After I will tell you the reason, I will give you the usual way people will straight away do. So we straight away will write y equal to x squared, nothing wrong with that, plus 4 to the power of -1. So the question asks for gradient. So straight away, what should I have? I must. That's why you must keep talking to yourself. That's why people say those who learn maths are crazy. They don't know that we are very clever. I must find the gradient function. That is, gradient function is represented by, yes. So textbook can't write like that. Only teacher can talk to you like that. You see or not? I was a textbook editor before for 5 years. That's why I say cannot. I textbook, I only can write facts. I can't teach through textbook the way I think. You see? That's why after that I switched to teaching. Okay? So the question tell you. So now the next step I will do is I find dy dx. So I follow my chain rule. Am I right? A is 1. My gx is x squared minus 4x plus 4. And the n is -1. So multiply by the power. Copy down the whole thing. Power take away 1. Am I right? Can I stop? No, it's a chain effect. So derivative for 2x is x squared is 2x. Rate of change of 4x is 4. Am I right? Am I done? Done. So do I need to simplify it? I don't have to. I can straight away substitute. So I can say when x equal to 3. So my dy dx will be equal to -1. 3 squared minus 4 times 3 plus 4 to the power -2 times 2 times 3 minus 4. Clear? Okay. 9 minus 12, -3. Okay. 9, so it's 1. And 2. Am I right? So the answer is -2. Okay, you can do it like that. So if I observe the expression x squared minus 4x plus 4 to me carefully, now I'm going to show you another method. Shall we? And it will make your life so much easier. Okay? So now, if I look at my y, equal to 1 over x squared minus 4x plus 4 as this. So, same thing. Can be complex, can be simple, depend on which angle you are looking at the things. Am I right? So therefore, my dy dx, I'm not saying all cases can be done in this way. This is just happened to be this case. Multiply by the power, copy down the whole thing, power take away 1. Time by the derivative of x is 1, derivative of 2 is 0. This case I write down for you. Next time I'm not going to write if it's a 1. Everyone should know you must do that step and try not to miss that step. Because if I happen to write 2 minus x, then you will be in trouble. Am I right? Okay, so this will be -2 over x minus 2 cubed. When x equal to 3, you see the calculation now is so much easier. I'm just telling you that when you do your practice, okay, exam, whatever comes to your mind, you just do, okay? But when you practice, you should try to ask yourself, is there a better way for me to solve this? Isn't it now so comfortable?